Okay, hello again, team. This one's the 25 list is going to be a little bit longer. I'm gonna make that 7 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and let me do the preamble first. So I'm gonna make that 7 minutes, but the reason why it's a little bit longer is because it's really something that you should be working with your trainer with. The trainer is supposed to help you identify the people from your 100 list and then be able to pare that down to the 25 list. So let me go ahead and hit the starter. 7 minutes. 25 lists in 7 minutes or less. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And I know this image is a bit, I don't know, everywhere, but work with me on this, right? So now you tell me you're recording in progress? Okay. Let me go ahead and fix that then. Hello, everybody. This is Tony Warfield. I wanted to be able to talk about getting the 100 list pared down to the 25 list. So we want to be able to start out with a new 25 list every every um, every month. So I want to be able to share this presentation with you in 7 minutes or less. So let me go ahead and hit my timer because you know I like the timer. Okay. So 6 minutes and 58 seconds. So from your 100 list, as I told you before, you want to put your names down first. And once you have all the names for your 100 list, and to be clear, your 100 list doesn't necessarily have to be 100. It could be 200, it could be 300, however many people that you have. But once you have all the names listed, then you want to start working on the profiles. You want to, how are they over 25? Do they got kids? Are they married? Do they own a house? Do they have a job? Are they ambitious, dissatisfied, coachable, meaning, they're team players? Do they have their own businesses, side hustles or whatever? Once you've identified that, then right here you can see where I have a circle around some numbers on the outside of the profile, right? What that's doing is it's counting up all the circles, the names with the most circles will be reviewed. So as you go through the 100 list, in order for us to be able to figure out which best names go on the 25 list, we're going to see how many people that you have circled the most. The most circles, it's a couple of things to it, right? It lets us know that you know them the most, right? Because you know the most about them. But it also lets us know that they have more to lose or more to gain, right? So we'll be able to identify those people really quickly by the number of circles that you have. And this is why it's so important to have the 100 or more because you're going to know a lot of people, right? And just like I showed here, please excuse the names. I thought it'd be funny. Tyrone Jenkins, typical name. Mary Magdalene, Karen Bass, Barack Obama, Prince, Colin Powell, Medgar Evers, right? So with all those, you have Tyrone who has a 9. Everything's been circled. He's got kids, got a job, he's an entrepreneur, all that. Mary Magdalene, I don't really know Mary Magdalene, so I knew a couple of things about her, so I put those 3 things there. Karen Bass, Barack Obama. So whatever it is that I know about them, that's what I circled, right? And from this, say you make this is kind of like a sample size of what it would look like if you were to do the whole 100 or 200 or whatever you might have. And then from there, I'm going to start looking at all the nines and then all the eights, right? So it's important because you're going to get to a point to where you're going to get to some of them that are like tied up, right? The the key profile elements would be: do they have children? And again, the children are their kids or their grandkids or adopted kids, whatever, their kids. Do they have a job? Because you got to be able to afford to start this business, right? Every business has to have some upfront money. And of course, are they dissatisfied? And that doesn't necessarily mean with your job, right? So once you get that identified, we want to get all the highest numbers. And then we want to start figuring out your relationship that you have with them, right? So even though you look down here on the 25 list, the relationship is the second field. It's a good idea to be able to try to put everything in order because we want to be able to get the people that you have the closest relationship with in there early, right? You know their ages, you know how big their market is, you know about them being married with kids or whatnot, right? And then once you get all those in order, we want to start talking about the steam. So let's do this real quick. So the age, the better your relationship, the more likely you will know the person's age. Yet if you do not have it, a close guesstimation would suffice. And then if you look over at relationship, a 10 does not mean family or friend. I want to make that clear. It is who you know the best and who would be there for you on your word. For example, my brother and I, we were very close when we were young, but not so much now. I don't even know what his hobbies are. So he'd be more like an 8, right? But my best friend, he and I do everything. So I know everything about this guy. So if I need him, he's going to call, right? He's going to come right now. So I know 2 o'clock in the morning, he's in his pajamas with his wife, and I call, he's on his way. So he would definitely be a 10. So I'm gonna put all my 10s down, nines, eight, sevens, whatever the order. And then the market, the more you know them, the more you know about the size of their organization. If they're a politician, it's probably a pretty large group. If there's someone who never comes out of the house, it's probably a pretty small group. We definitely want to be able to identify that. The reason why that's important is because if you got someone who's a 10 relationship with a large number of people in their market, and they're old enough and they have a job, those people are less likely to have more likely to have more success in this business early. So we want to start with them. But we also want to talk about STEAM, the sales, teaching, ambitious, I'm enthusiastic. I still didn't update that, by the way. And money motivated. So do they have sales training or sales experience? If they have sales training or sales experience, that means they're not afraid to talk to people. If they're a teacher, they're used to teaching people how to do things. If they're enthusiastic, they'll take your instruction and they'll be excited to do it. If you give them guidance, they're ready to go. You really want that. If they're ambitious, they want more than what they have, right? It's like, you know what, I have a goal, I'm going to go after it by any means necessary. I got to make this happen. And then money motivated. Money motivated is not always just money motivated. Not everybody just wants money for the sake of having money, but they definitely want that money because there's something that they want and they're willing to get out there and get it. So when you're looking at your 25 list, you're going to put the name down there, as you can see here. You're going to put the age, relationship, size of the market, and you're going to complete these circles once again. You're going to do the STEAM, right? And then you're going to, make some comments, some important comments that you can share with your trainer, because that will help give us insight on how we can approach that person. They might be money motivated, but what is their hot button? Why are they money motivated? For example, I want to make sure that I have a legacy for my family. So anything that I can do that's going to secure that financial legacy for my family, I'm gonna be pretty much open-eared about that. Some people are excited about investing, some people are excited about starting a new relationship, getting a home, getting married, whatever. Find out what their hot button is. And if you know what that is, go ahead and put that in the comments, because when you sit down with your trainer, this is the information that we're going to use to be able to fashion a way for you to approach each of the people that you have on your 25 list. And to be clear, your 25 list is for you and your trainer. The other 75 people, those are the people that you're going to contact on your leisure. So you want to be able to make sure that every update that you have for each of your people on the 25 list, you share that with your trainer. Whatever their responses are and everything, it's important that you keep that line of communication with your trainer, so every step of the way that you can keep them informed, keep the people plugged in. So with that, that ends my 7 minutes. So, haha, look at that. Oh man, I don't even know how to stop the doggone thing now. Stop. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close the screen. Thank you so much for sharing that few minutes with me. If you have any questions, of course, give me a call anytime you need to. And I'm going to be working on the next presentation for the 15 field presentations. I don't know if I'm going to do that today because I'm a little tired, but we'll see what happens. So I'll talk to each of you soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.